Hey guys, my name is Megan Matthews. I'm a camp director over at Camp Misty Mountain. We're part of the Greater Atlanta Council in Georgia. We had Brownie Sprites planned this weekend, and unfortunately we can't have our event, but we wanted to take some time and interact with you guys online and give you an opportunity to maybe earn a couple of badges with us. Katie and I are going to lead you guys through the Outdoor Art Creator Badge.
Hi guys, my name is Katie. I am the Assistant Camp Director here at Camp Misty Mountain in the Girl Scouts of Greater Atlanta Council. Alright, so we're going to be talking about our Outdoor Art Creator Brownie Badge today. The first step is to find art ideas in the outdoors. So what I decided to do today is to go out into the woods near my house and to find some sticks and make a nature wind chime. Alright guys, in order to make our nature wind chime, we need a couple resources. So I have some friendship bracelet string here. I also have some paintbrushes in different sizes, depends on what you have and what you want to use. I also have paint, and I have my handy dandy water bottle because it's always good to hydrate. So the last bit of our resources are gonna come from nature, so I'm gonna go find some. You guys can come with me if you want to. You can also use things like pine cones. You can tie bushels of leaves together. Acorns are also a good choice too for your nature wind chime. So I'm gonna start grabbing some stuff, and you guys can go out and find some stuff too. I like these because they're all bundled together and they look really cute and pretty, so I'm probably gonna paint them. We'll show you that later, but I like those too. I'm gonna break this real quick. So make sure that you're grabbing sticks that are already dead. We don't want to grab things that are still growing. We want to respect nature. We don't want to abuse nature. So I have a couple sticks here and I have a couple pine cones. I might use some pine straw as well, but for sure these are what I'm going to use. You can use leaves like I said, or you can use pine straw, you can use whatever you want. So I'm going to go back over to our creating station and we'll get started. Alright guys, so now that we have our supplies, we're going to get started. So I'm going to take this bigger stick and use it as my anchor. I'm going to take these pine cones and have them hang down from it as well as these sticks right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this big stick and we're going to start painting it. So get your paintbrushes, get your paint, and we're going to start painting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paint, I'm going to put it on either like a paper plate or maybe a piece of cardboard. I'm using some old plastic. I don't want to use anything that's like super new. We want to try and reduce our use as much as possible. So I'm gonna put my colors on here. I picked some nature-y colors. So like some blues, some greens, maybe a little white. Let's come out, there we go. And then I'm gonna take my stick and I'm just gonna start painting. So I personally wanna do some pretty stripes. So I'm gonna start painting some stripes around the stick like this. Another piece of advice before you get started is to put on clothes that you don't mind getting a little bit messy in. You don't want to wear like anything super fancy because you don't want it to get paint on it. So make sure that you are not wearing your super nice clothes. All right, so once this is done, I'm gonna put it over here and let it dry. So I'm gonna take my other things, like my pine cones right here, and I'm gonna paint them as well. So I'm gonna start adding some nice color to that. taking off extra pieces. Even though we are all doing social distancing, if you have someone in your house that can help you, you can ask them to help you paint some stuff. So I'm gonna ask my friend Megan here if she'll come help me, and we're gonna paint some of the rest of the sticks. We have paint hands. Okay, so once you get your string, you can take it and wrap it around and tie it onto the pieces of sticks or pine cones or whatever you use to make your craft. Alright, so once you've finished hanging your stuff onto your main anchor, what I want you guys to do is to go out into nature and find a place to hang your nature wind chime. After that, I'm going to show you guys on my phone how to take some nature photography pictures. And what I want you guys to do is to tag us at Camp Misty Mountain on Instagram and Girl Scouts ATL. Okay girls, so now I found a place where I can put my nature wind chime. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my iPhone, because that's what I have, to take some nature pictures. If you have a camera, great. If you don't, use a phone. And if you don't have that, you can always come out here and take a piece of paper and maybe some colored pencils or crayons, and you can draw a picture of this nature wind chime. So that's another resource you could use as well. So what I'm gonna have, like my friend Megan do, is she's gonna come around and I'm gonna show you how I'm taking these pictures on my iPhone. All right, ladies, so what I'm gonna do is I really like the stick, and I personally really like taking close-up pictures. So what I wanna do is come over this way and get a nice picture of this stick. So let's go like this. And what I can do on my iPhone is I can tap it and it locks onto a certain spot. And I can do that and take a picture. I can go vertically and take a picture of the whole thing. I also really like taking pictures from the ground up. Now this is too high for that, but I'm gonna show you what a really cool like from the ground shot looks like. So let me get situated and then you guys can see that picture too. All right, ladies. So the way that I like to do this is I like to get really low to the ground. Like I'm gonna lay on the ground. But I like to get really low to the ground, and I like to have something in the corner of my picture and then focus on the outer edges. Does that make sense? It's okay if it doesn't. I'm gonna show you how to do it on my camera. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get on the ground right here. I have this beautiful pine tree right here that's really, really pretty, and I wanted in my picture. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get on the ground, and I'm gonna focus in on this piece right here. Do you see how it focused on that? And then I'm gonna go and take a picture. So what it looks like, see how it focused on that little shot right there? On that little piece of the tree, but you have this beautiful background behind you. So you've got the leaves, you've got some green, trees, and the sky. So there's plenty of ways to take nature photography. You should definitely go out and try it. Tag us in our pictures. I'm gonna put this picture on our Instagram page, so you can like it if you want, but that's how you take some nature photography.
All right, guys, so Katie has done a great job of teaching us a lot about outdoor art creator. We've done a little bit of exploring outside to try and get new ideas. You guys created a wind chime. Hopefully you've enjoyed some of the nature sounds that you can hear in the background. It's been a beautiful day here. We also took some time to learn a little bit more about photography and nature and how we can get really cool angles and things like that. There's one more part of our outdoor art creator that I want to focus on, and that is design by nature. But in order to do that, I want to take us to a different part of camp. So we've thought a lot about how nature inspires us for creativity. Things like painting a picture, taking photos, or making a wind chime. But there's a lot of ways that nature is actually used very practically. One thing that I want to point out to you guys is just a way that nature is actually designed to help and drive ecosystems. Beavers in particular do a really great job of this. They're known as ecosystem engineers, and they can design a landscape and they can design an ecosystem in ways that we can't always see. But right back here is a really great example. So I want you guys to get a chance to look. Right over here is a large beaver dam, and that is something that they have designed, and it stops the flow of the water from upstream of our river, or of our lake here. And if you can tell, there's little black dots in the water just below the dam. And those are a bunch of turtles. And those turtles wouldn't live here if it wasn't by design. So our beavers design the nature here. This ecosystem is possible because of the design that the beavers had when they built their dam here. As you start to explore more in your backyard and around your neighborhood, start to think, how can you design with natural spaces around you? How can you create designs using just the landscape around you? Tag us in your creations. Remember us online. You can find us at Camp Misty Mountain on Instagram and at Girl Scouts ATL. And we're really thankful that we got to spend some time with you guys.